Hey everybody. So, I know this is kind of weird, like me making a video or whatever just out of the blue, but in a couple hours it'll be February 1st. And I know that date for a lot of you probably won't mean anything, but to me, it pretty much means the whole world. I just wanted to make a video to explain why, because it's just such a significant date to me, and I mean, it's amazing that it's just amazing. So to start off, I mean, if you know me personally, if you've known me past a year, I was probably the most vulgar person you've ever met in your life. Like, honestly, I was just out of control crazy. I mean, I was just one of those kids that kind of freaked you out a little bit. I mean, I freaked myself out sometimes, honestly, but I mean, I was so fake. I would seriously, people would come up to me, they'd be like, hey, I heard rumors that you smoke pot. And I'd be like, no, I don't. What you talking about? I don't smoke pot. I don't smoke cigarettes, whatever. But, I mean, I'm sure that it became more evident that I did, and it just kept progressing, and I kept getting worse. I kept doing it more and more and more, and there would be like weeks where I'd go to school like that. I mean, it's a blessing that I didn't get caught with it, but I mean, there's so many things I did that were just crazy. Like, if I would have kept going down the road I went down, then I probably would either be in juvie right now, or I'd be on my way to it. I'd be on my way to something pretty bad. So, I mean, I have a lot of stories from it, but it's kind of crazy to think that used to be me. But, so I'm sure you're probably wondering right now what February 1st has to do with anything. Well, the night before, which would be today, a year ago, I realized that I was doing something bad, and I was like, man, I really got to get out of this, you know? So I started crying because I knew that I couldn't just stop smoking. I knew that because it was just so hard, but I really I didn't know how to stop. So I sat down there, and I put my head down. And at this time, I was an atheist too. Like, I didn't believe in God. I was kind of like, you know, F you, God, whatever. And that was a horrible way to be. But, like, I just sat down there, and I bowed my head, and I said, God, please, help me get out of this. I need help because I can't do this by myself. And sorry, I'm like about to cry. That's sad. But I didn't think that anything was going to come of it because I didn't believe in him. The next day, the person that was supposed to be giving me the cigarettes and to supply them whatever told me that they got caught and that they weren't going to be doing it anymore. That, to me, was kind of just like a wake-up call. Like he's out there. He's gonna help me. And that very same day, I went home, and my mom caught me with everything. It drug me down into a really, really, really deep, like, mental state that day. I mean, I don't think I've ever been that upset in my life, because, honestly, it was the first moment that I'd been, like, sober that I could really remember, because I was always messed up. But I mean, it was just I promised myself I'd stop, but I didn't think I was actually going to go through with it because I still had my doubts and everything. But it's just like the next week I went to Spikes, and Spikes is like this youth center thing, and this guy there, he was a worker. He found out about it because we were learning about addictions in this group thing, and he told me I needed to quit drinking energy drinks. And I was like, well, I don't think I need to quit drinking energy drinks because I've already given up enough. Because you know me with my smart aleck attitude, I had to say something like that. But, I told him, and he pretty much was my savior in a way, because he got me through the whole thing, and I ended up going and beating this. I beat all of it. I remember my 45th day, and that was the ending day of it, because it takes 3 days to get addicted to something and 45 to quit. And I just cried. I was just so happy I was saved from that. And now, I mean, a year later, I used to be the biggest Eminem fan. I used to be the biggest person on cussing. I was like, yeah, let's go smoke pot, whatever. Let's do this, let's do that, let's be wild, let's steal cars, let's do this. And it was just so bad. Like, I mean, I can't even believe that was me. It almost brings tears to my eyes, because now I'm looking at myself. I have Christian music on my radio right now. I'm wearing a shirt with a cross on it. I mean, I pray every night. I know that God's out there, and I know that he saved me. He saved me many times. And I mean, even through the times where I've lost my friends, even through the times where I've felt at my lowest and that I just wanted to give up, he's always been there for me. And this is coming from someone who once didn't believe. This is coming from someone who 365 days ago thought that this was all a load of crap. I'm not even saying cuss words anymore, guys. I mean, to think that I went from one extreme, from one terrible person to this. It's crazy. A year ago, you would have never even thought that I'd set foot in a church, because I was such a bad person. You'd honestly think that I'd burst into flames. But now, I'm sitting here, and I can say, look, I beat this. And through all the determination that I didn't even know I had, through all the strength that I had to, like, create myself, because I didn't have it at the time, it made me a better person. I'm sitting here right now, and I know I keep saying this, and I'm probably going in circles right now, but it's just crazy. And if any of you are wondering, like, if you saw this post on Instagram or whatever to go watch this, I mean, if any of you are sitting there wondering, like, why is she posting all these quotes about Jesus? What's that about? I mean, I know who she was. She's just faking. I'm not faking. This is 100% me. And I'm so changed. I'm so different. And I just thank God every day that he made me the person I am. I seriously, I don't know where I'd be without it. And I just wanted to tell you guys that that's why this date is so significant for me. And so it's pretty much my 1-year anniversary with God. So now you know. I mean, it's pretty much all I got. So God bless.